Hi, I'm Dr. Natalie Marks, back with another Fountain Report conversation. Joining me today is Dr. Petra Cerna. She's at Colorado State University and one of our world-renowned feline experts. Dr. Cerna, we're so glad you're here.
Thank you so much for having me here tonight again and for being able to talk more about cats.
Well, we know we love talking about cats,
Yes.
and so glad that you're here to help us understand a little bit more about the reason why cats are so popular right now. We've had this insurgence since COVID. There's more cats that are pets now than ever before. Why have cats become so popular?
I think they're just amazing creatures. So I personally had a lot of friends who were, dog people, and then suddenly this cat found them, and they all know cat people. So
Mhm.
I think cats are very misunderstood, and there is a lot of stereotypes about cats, but they are actually very fascinating and amazing creatures. And I do think that how lifestyle changes, like people get more busy, right? And they might not be able to walk their dog 3 times a day, and now everything is getting more and more expensive. So I think it's going to be a struggle for people to be able to afford, like, not just food, but also medical care for large breed of dogs, for example. So I think, cats are the future.
Yes.
And we've just been shown in the new, the Catalyst report and the AVMA report that just, more and more people are having cats. More and more people actually want to spend money on veterinary care for their cats as well.
Well, there's a huge opportunity for us, right? Whether you're an independent practice owner or part of a large group, we know from the most recent market research that while canine visits are down, feline visits are up, right? So if we're talking to people who have a practice where it's predominantly canine focused, but you're open to being more feline friendly, this is the time, right? Felines are the future. So I want to spend a little bit of time getting some action steps from you. If somebody's thinking to myself, well, I want to drive those clients to us. I want to bond those cat caregivers to our practice. Let's first talk about what can that practice do to better the experience for the patient.
And I think it's actually sometimes very easy and actually inexpensive to do a lot of things within your practice. So number one, I think, is realizing the strong sense of smell that cats have and hearing. So just really trying to find a small space where the cats could be, even if it's a little corner, where they are separated from the dog. So we do not mix the cats and dogs together in the waiting area. I think that's a big step because we already want to try to prevent those things while the patients wait to see us. So when they come to see us, they're already triggered by 10 things before they came into the consult room. So I think that would be number one thing. And you don't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars rebuilding your practice. I think it's really just doing small steps, making sure you provide a space where the clients can put the carrier somewhere, on the shelf or some table or another chair, rather than putting the cat on the floor, because there's a space where they will not feel safe as well.
Now, what about for the cat caregivers? How can we encourage them to feel good about coming in? How do we show them the least stressful experience possible?
Very, very great question. And number one thing I think is just communicating with the cat caregivers. I think I have developed very strong relationship from a lot of my cat clients or cat caregivers, especially because I think once they feel the cat is not being stressed at the hospital and they come home and the cat feels comfortable after the vet visit, they will want to come again and they will want to more follow your recommendations. They will also then bring their second cat, right? Because who has only one cat these days? We all have multiple cat households, and then their friends get sick and they will want to see you because you are the person who really understood their fears and the cat's emotions as well and what the problem is. So communication is number one. And same like with us, that sometimes we just don't know any better. Sometimes with the cat caregivers, it can be the same thing. So talking to them about pre-medication, talking to them about the appropriate carriers, not listening to loud music when they drive to the hospital. I think all of these things are very important to make the cat visit friendly. And I actually, in my experience, I've not met anybody when I actually explained to them why they should do what they should do with the cats, that they would tell me, oh, I don't want to do this. So I even had clients buying new cat carriers because I said, this is why I think this cat carrier is much better than the one you currently have. So I think people are very open and they love their cats and they really want to make it cat friendly.
And finally, what about the teams? What about the people in your hospital, your colleagues, your
Mhm.
associates, and all
Mhm.
different roles? How do we improve their culture around cats? As you mentioned, there's a lot of stigmas around cats and
Yes.
negativity. Somebody gets bit. There's
Mhm.
obviously some hesitation. We don't necessarily always get the same training with cats. How does that change?
Yeah, I think this is crucial probably. So everybody's on the same page because, of course, I love cats, and for me, if I have to see 8 to 10 cats a day as a feline specialist, that's my dream, and that's what I want to do. But then some of my, for example, technicians, when I tell them we have 10 cats coming in today, it's maybe causing a little bit anxiety to them because suddenly we will have to maybe adjust our schedule a little bit. So I think few things is just communication. I think communication is very, very important. Having good notes, on the records that this patient prefers blood draw, for example, from the hind, like blood pressure measured on the tail rather than from like. So just knowing what the patients like and communicating so we can avoid potential complications and problems and just make our day go smoothly. And just even talking as a team, like what can we do to do better for the cats and for the cat patients. And there are a lot of people these days who are happy to do consultations on how to talk to the team about cat friendly, and there are a lot of certifications. Of course, the Feline VMA has an amazing certificate program for veterinarians, but also technicians, and also just other support staff at the hospital, like receptionists. So everybody's on the same page, and we are not telling clients and each other something else. I think that's very, very important.
Thank you again. We were joined by Dr. Petra Cerna. She's at Colorado State University and one of our nationally known leading feline experts. Very thankful for her tips on how to attract more feline clients and patients to your practice. Again, I'm Dr. Natalie Marks. Hope you'll join us again for another Fountain Report conversation.